Thank you for joining me today. As you may already know, my name is Danitza and I am the founder and owner of Rave Financial Services LLC. A little background on me is I have been in the tax, finance, and credit realm for well over a decade now. And I love making these videos because my mission for these videos is to help everybody to get better acquainted with the world of tax credit and finance because it is definitely something that's really important to grasp, okay? In the complex world of these tax regulations, one question that frequently surfaces among both taxpayers and tax professionals is how the heck does the IRS differentiate between a business that's consistently operating at a loss and a mere hobby? It's a valid question. The distinction is definitely not just an academic one, okay? It definitely has real implications for how expenses and losses are reported and deducted on tax returns. So, as we delve into the nuances of tax reporting, it's crucial that you need to understand the criteria that's set forth by the IRS to navigate these waters successfully. Okay. So come and join me as we explore together the key differences between businesses and hobbies and providing you with the insights that you need to ensure that your venture is actually recognized as a legitimate business in the eyes of the tax authority. Because no one wants to be um, thinking their business is doing good, they're an actual business, and then you come to find out that the IRS is actually considering your business a hobby rather than a business. Okay, so that is what this entire video is going to help you understand. Okay. So, understanding the distinction between a hobby and a business is definitely crucial for business purposes. Okay. And when I say business, I'm not just talking about a brick and mortar business. I'm talking about gig workers. I'm talking about freelancers, any entrepreneurs out there. Okay, so when I say business, it's an umbrella term for everything, for things that are not like personal, like W 2. Okay, contractors, all of that. So businesses are allowed to subtract all genuine operating expenses from their sales and income. Okay, and that is done on what's called a Schedule C or through a business entity return, such as if you have a partnership or a corporation. Okay, including the deduction of losses where applicable. So, in contrast to that, hobby activities require income to be reported on the Schedule 1, which is on the individual 1040, but do not allow for the deduction of operating expenses or losses, with the only exception being COGS or cost of goods sold if you actually sell products, okay? So this means that hobbyists cannot deduct expenses or losses incurred from their activities like a business can. So, this distinction between a persistently unprofitable business and a hobby is outlined in Internal Revenue Code, or IRC for short, 183, which details 8 key characteristics of a genuine business. And you can find it on the IRS website, you can find it on the law.cornell.edu website. Okay. So, here are some key points that I want you to consider when figuring this out. So, if you have a regular W 2 job that supports your livelihood, but your side business continually operates at a loss, that's going to be considered a hobby because it's not a business. You're not making income consistently. Engaging in a business that allows you to partake in costly hobbies like horseback riding, boating, traveling, racing, what have you, primarily just for the purpose of writing off expenses, that's probably going to be classified as a hobby, right? If your business doesn't adapt its strategies to become profitable and make that money, and it continues to incur losses, it could be deemed a hobby, and then reflecting the adage that insanity is doing the same thing repeatedly, but expecting different outcomes. Albert Einstein. Okay, one of my faves. So, on the other hand, a venture expected to initially report losses due to developmental activities, okay, such as a product or market development, but has a concrete business plan aimed at future profitability is considered a business, okay? External factors causing losses, significant time investment without immediate profit due to financial constraints, or a business centered around like a valuable appreciating asset. Those all indicate legitimate business activities, okay? So you see the differences here? Situations where a business continuously reports losses without any apparent means of support, it's going to raise suspicions, and you might be tagged with tax fraud, and you don't want that. Okay, so avoid that. Effective tax and business planning, along with strategic adjustments to the business model, those are definitely going to be essential for demonstrating a genuine business intent and navigating IRS scrutiny successfully. The IRS website, it does offer various resources for small business planning and management. If you want to check that out, it highlights the importance of maintaining clear documentation. You need to have documentation everywhere, and a forward thinking strategy to affirm a business's legitimate purpose. Okay, those are very, very, very important. And those were the 8 key things to know. So, in summary, you want to understand the IRS's distinction between businesses and hobbies, right? Because that's what this whole thing is about. And this is vital for accurate tax reporting and avoiding unnecessary scrutiny. So, whether you're a budding entrepreneur facing losses, okay, or an individual pursuing a passion project, knowing how to demonstrate your venture's business intent is definitely the key. Regular business planning, strategic adjustments, and clear documentation can definitely make all the difference in safeguarding your venture's legitimacy in the eyes of the IRS. Okay, so if you're selected for an audit, and it's highly likely that you could be, you need to make sure you have all your little ducks in a row. Okay, all of your forms, all of your documents, receipts, everything. Have them in a row to avoid bad consequences later on. Okay. So you always want to stay informed. You always want to stay prepared and let your genuine business efforts shine through. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and share for more tax and finance related topics. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and I will talk to you soon. Danitza Rave, Rave Financial Services LLC, signing off.